Perfect. Our first stop here is Entori, and they came to us with just this use case, right? They want to be able to take more control of their product listing pages, of these category pages that sit across the site, but with a unique facet where they wanted to, have it look similar to what they do today. They want to be able to bring in the color swatches, the prices, all these nice details that they determined is important to show the consumer, right? To make sure that they have the complete understanding of what they're buying, the options there, and they also wanted to link to their filters as well. So in this case, everything you're seeing here underneath the filters is an experience. This is an experience which I'll show you in just a little bit, completely managed in our platform. But all of the filters here, let's say that we wanted to go ahead and just see all the items that come in black. I can check off that box and you can see there it's an instant shift from one to the other. So these here, this is what it would look like if you're having these products come in directly from an inventory feed through an API channel, just ultimately a data channel that we can use to grab that information and utilize it within an experience. Now, what does this look like from the back end of Faster? What we'll do here is we'll switch over to just this exact experience. As you can see, this experience here currently doesn't have any interrupters or anything like that. If we switch over, this is what it looks like. So where Alex showed you the design there of those PLPs with the images in place, given that we're pulling that information in real time and dynamically updating it in real time, what we'll ultimately have in the back end of the tool here are placeholders. So this is ultimately a template of your own choosing, of your own design, something that you're putting together to look and match exactly as you want to. And you can see here that in this case, we have a few images, we have text widgets here. Our system knows exactly where the product information should go because you're mapping each and every step within the design here. So if I were to expand this out a little bit, you can see that, as Alex mentioned, we're using a flex layout here as well to make sure that everything is positioned exactly as we want it to. We don't want to have to position all of the widgets individually. The flex layouts are great for that. If we expand here now, we can see that we have just a number of tiles all throughout this experience. And if I were to expand one of these tiles, all you're seeing is it's a group that is a collection of widgets. We have a few text widgets, we have a few image widgets. On the right-hand side here, you can see all of the details that we can pull through from the site. All of these details can be fully customized. It can be fully based on what you want to bring into the platform and utilize in your content. If we go a step further here and I click on one of these images, you can see what it looks like in terms of assigning the behavior to that content. So I'd be going into a little bit more detail here, but what you're doing is simply selecting, okay, for this image, I want the image source URL to come in, I want the alt text to be replaced with the name, and I want this to be the target URL. Once you set this up, you just need to set it up once. You're able to then create a component out of this that you can use time and time again. And again, whenever you need to utilize this in the future, whether it's in a layout like this, or in a layout that mixes in interrupters, like the ones we have here, where you have both product tiles and then images worked within. These can be whatever you want. It can be static images, it can be videos, it can be gift guides and other experiences as well. Again, you have the full freedom of utilizing this content and bringing it together as you see fit. But as you can see, these are components. All these elements here are saved and stored in our system, so you don't need to remap them each and every time. That's what really makes this easy to use and work into these designs so that you have complete control over what content you want displayed in the middle of these product grids, of these product carousels and content coming from the site. That's what the RM Williams team did here. So for example, here we have one of their category pages where they have products over here on the left-hand side and then images coming in on the right. Now, again, these could be videos, GIFs, other content. I don't want to sign up right now, thank you. But you have the option there of mixing and matching the content however you see fit.
They're also taking sections of this, so like instead of having the whole page, they're just like one strip of 4 products there. They're putting that on the detail pages as well, so that it's a really cohesive experience through from homepage to the product listing page and the PDP. So because you've made all those components, as you were saying, and it's all saved in their brand asset library, they can just drag and drop those onto any of the pages on their website.